Hey everyone out there in YouTube land. I'm here to tell you some positive news about the changes coming to YouTube and around the COPPA. So first of all, what is the COPPA and what does that stand for? It means Children Online Privacy Protection Act. It was designed so that people online, the websites, couldn't collect information about children. And now the FTC is interpreting it that we have to flag our content so it's appropriate for children. So let's jump into that. When they originally said they're going to be said that we have to be that our content has to be appropriate for children, they're using the words activities that appeal to children. Well, there was a lot of pushback on that wording, and if you check the FTC's blog, it's changed to what they want from us, and instead it's saying directed towards children. But this isn't my layman's interpretation. I had my counsel go over this in a good amount of length and read the entire COPPA in a good amount of length. So now I'm telling you what I know. So if your content is targeted is directed at children, and let me explain what directed means in a minute, then you're going to have to flag it as directed at children under age of 13. But but there's a channel that I help with called The Real Rosie, and the person's under 13, which is one of the factors. But if someone's under 13 talking about food and stuff like that grown-ups like, then it isn't directed at children because everyone likes that stuff. It falls into a generalized category that everyone likes that. So, but if the same person, the real Rosie, is reviewing Animal Jam, which is a game mainly for children 12 and under, and then although some teenagers play it, but that's their main audience, then absolutely I set those videos to child directed, even especially unboxings. Now, unboxings are an interesting one to talk about because when my counsel noticed I did unboxings, they were a little nervous until they realized what I was unboxing. Unboxing a keyboard, unboxing a laptop, all that is fine. There's you have to realize that the act of unboxing itself is not child oriented. It's what you're unboxing. So the third thing that some people really need to know about is what is directed towards children. What does that mean? Well, the FTC in their updated blog post explains that directed towards children. Well, the FTC explains that in their blog post, the updated one, that there are many factors. One includes children celebrities, but another one includes traditional child pastimes. And the key word there is traditional. So I made a video on this channel, and it contained kids in the video, and they're sitting in a pool of fake money, and they looked for a real $100 bill. That is not a traditional child pastime. So that was just something funny that this idea I had, and I'm going to be doing more of those videos with grown-ups as well. I just wasn't able to make it to the grown-ups, and I some have some friends in the neighborhood and their kids wanted to participate. So that isn't a traditional child pastime. So that isn't a factor I have to include. So therefore, I'm leaving those as available to everyone, not 13 and below. So if you have to put something 13 and below, what happens to it? People use the word demonetized all the time, and that's incorrect. You're going to lose, some say, up to 90% of your revenue, but that depends how you're making your revenue. If your revenue is is 100% based off of the ads before your video, then yeah, you're gonna have to restructure your business if YouTube is your full-time job. And restructuring, I don't mean quitting. Restructuring is a business term which simply means you're gonna have to find people who want to advertise on your vlog, and you're gonna have to sell more merch and push that more, because most children channels don't sell merch, which really annoys the children. So first of all, sell merch, have a merch store, and just say the link in the video, and then you're gonna have to, since your target is audience is children, that website's gonna have to be COPPA compliant, meaning you're gonna simply have to put up saying that only you're gonna have to check for age, which all websites do, and you're gonna have to put that only parents or approved by parents can use the site. And there's a bunch of other stuff, but I'm not a lawyer. That's just the basics. Um, so back to how the COPA is going to affect YouTube. YouTube was going ahead with this with their old wording, appeal to activities that appeal to children. And as I said, Comic Cons and E3, the biggest gaming con, those things appeal to everyone of all ages, which is why they aren't children specific activities and they aren't children pastimes. E3 is is a basically a conference, a meetup of all the biggest brands, and they're showing their new games. Now, there is a catch here for gamers. If you're playing games that are children specific, like I named earlier, Animal Jam, for instance, I would say that if I was doing videos of that on my channel, I would put those under 13. If you're playing a game of like Octonauts or something like that, that's under 13. But if you're playing Fortnite, everyone plays Fortnite. That's certainly not a child aimed game. Do children play that game? Yes, but that's not the audience that they're trying to target. So, um, that is not a concern. Are you playing Bloodborne, or are you playing Halo? What game are you playing? Call of Duty? Those are not children games. Now, the toy collectors out there, you're you're in a interesting area. If you're a collector and you're explaining why something is collectible and the value of it, keeping it in the box and everything, that's that I can't tell you because I don't have any videos like that, so I didn't get feedback. I can't tell you from a legal counsel perspective, but that doesn't seem directed towards children. That seems like you have one factor, which is toys, that children usually like. Actually, they always like toys. But that's one factor. But then what you're doing with the toys isn't child oriented if you're talking about the collectability, let's call it that, of the toy. So, though it contains toys, which is a child's pastime, um, which is only one factor, then in that itself shouldn't be 13 under. But please talk to your legal counsel because I have no videos like that, and so I can't tell you. Um, and even though I'm telling you what my legal counsel told me, please get your own legal counsel because, and you can reference this video or any other video, but this, please get your own legal counsel and don't use YouTube videos to decide the fate of your business. I want to make it very clear that this isn't legal advice. This is just what I was advised on. So I'm not telling you what to do with your career or what you should do going forward. You need to get your own legal counsel. I'm just telling you what I learned, and that might be of guidance to someone, but it's not to be used as a guide, rather, just simply a video I'm putting out. And you need to get your own legal counsel to help guide you appropriately. So, again, this is not legal advice, this is simply a video. So, do not take it as legal advice and get your own lawyer, please. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and share.